Welcome back to your hour. Joining me now is Kathy Adkins, RN. She is a dementia specialist. And you're the only one in Kansas, as far as we know, aren't you?
Yep, there were two of us, and then the other one disappeared. I don't have no idea where she went, but
Wow.
I've gone through a long process of certifications, so I can help families or healthcare providers or law enforcement, fire, all the first responders and so forth. But yeah,
That's really that. When you know someone with dementia, you just can't even imagine all the different ramifications of that disease. Um, and there are lots of different forms of dementia.
there are. Everyone thinks about Alzheimer's, and I get all the time. I get asked, "Well, what's the difference between Alzheimer's?" Well, my husband didn't have dementia; he had Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is under the dementia umbrella. It's just one of 14 different dementias. It's the largest. It's like 60 to 70%. But it's just one aspect. And they all are a little bit different in the way that they present themselves. Someone with frontal temporal dementia, think about all of your executive function. I've got a plan for dinner. I have to stop at this stoplight. I have to put the key in the lock to turn the lock. That's gone. It's back like when they used to do lobotomies on people to take away the bad behavior because they were taking away a lobe of the brain. So
Wow.
basically the dementia has taken away a lobe of with that type of dementia. But the names are different. We've got Crutchfield-Jacobs disease, which equates to mad cow disease.
Oh, really?
If you donate blood, they'll ask you
Right. I've had that question come up. I didn't know what it was, so I assumed that meant I didn't have it.
right. And it's just a different way that the dementia expresses itself and the different things. Lewy body dementia. And then I ran into recently a person who I'm quite certain, I'm not a doctor and I don't diagnose, I don't prescribe, but I'm quite certain he was misdiagnosed. He shows none of the symptoms of Lewy body dementia, and I've told him and his wife both so that he needs to be reevaluated because he's very sharp, very quick in his mind, and you shouldn't be able to do that with Lewy body dementia.
So what do you think is the problem there? I mean, why do you think that they think that he has dementia?
Someone misread the test, someone misread the scan. He has some hearing difficulties, which leads into a confusion in diagnosis. Someone slapped the label on him, and there he goes down the road. It's just like he's been on a particular statin drug for 30 years. He's never had a heart attack, and he's never had a stroke, and he has no idea why he's on that drug, which that drug's been implicated in symptoms of dementia and cognitive decline.
So are there other drugs that can give you that type of information? Or
Bunches of them, and
Really?
and many of us take a lot of them. Things like anti-anxiety drugs, Ativan, Valium, Klonopin, Restoril. They all cause things that mimic dementia. Um, anti Anticholinergics, big word, hard to understand. If you take any of the gastric acid reflux drugs, over the counter or prescription, they also bring on symptoms of dementia. Some of the doctors say the study is just a weak study. Well, there's proof out there that this happens. Your anticonvulsants. Let me not leave anything out here. Oh, your antidepressants. We've known for a long time that lots of the antidepressants, the Prozac, Zoloft, Lexapro, can cause dementia problems. Then you have to weigh against one against the other, which is worse, the terrible depression or the dementia.
Yeah. What a choice.
What a choice to have. Even things that people might take that they think are just fine, like a lot of people take Benadryl for sleep. Benadryl is the antihistamine. Cheap, over the counter, pretty safe unless you take too much of it. It also has problems with being implicated in dementia. One person I started working with he's taking over, self-prescribed, he's taking 1,500 or 15,000 milligrams of Benadryl a night
Oh, wow.
on his own. The normal dosage would be 25 milligrams.
Wow.
So it's just, people can't just keep adding and adding and adding. Some things I've talked about the statins, chemotherapeutic agents, blood pressure medication, Lopressor, Tenormin, even Coumadin, a blood thinner. They all had, there's all research out there that shows that these things can lead into, and I'm not saying everybody stop their drugs. What I'm saying is you sit down with your doctor and you have an intelligent conversation with the facts in front of you so that you can speak intelligently. But it's not all